Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and welcome back to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I cannot wait to get started. But before we do, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with all your friends and everyone you know, and join the pack today. All right, guys, as usual, quick reminder that Wolfpack Media is still taking donations. So if you like the show and you like what we do here at the channel and you want to show a little support, you can go ahead and donate today by Cash Apping us here, $ Wolfpack Media. And also, don't forget that this donation pool is also a raffle. So if you donate $10 or more, your name will be entered to win this Wolfpack Media plushie. You want the plushie. You want it. You know you wanted the plushie. It's so cute. It is so squishy and fuzzy. So go ahead and donate today, guys. We'd really appreciate your support. And also, I wanted to go ahead and start this episode out by giving some more shout outs to our ex followers in particularly, because I noticed that our ex was kind of blown up again a little bit. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that real quick before we get to our news. Oh, here we go. All right. First, we shall give our shout out to Boofus McGee. That's a great name there, Boofus. At Boofus SD. Thanks for your support and thanks for giving us a follow. We really appreciate it there, Boofus. God, I just want to keep saying that name, Boofus McGee. I love it. Love some of your guys' names on X is just comical, and I love it. All right, shout out to Shadow at Deep Shadow 322. We really appreciate the follow there, Shadow. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. GSD Lovers Club. I'm assuming that means German Shepherd dogs or something like that, because there's a bunch of pictures of German Shepherds. At GSD_Lovers Club. Thanks for joining us, Mr. German Shepherd Lover. We really appreciate your support. Thanks for the follow. We got Yak Actual at Yak_Actual. Yakety Yak, don't talk smack. Thanks for joining us, Yak. We really appreciate the follow. We appreciate the support, and welcome to the pack. Let's see here. We got CD Popo at Clay Stranger 82. Thanks for joining us, CD Popo. We really appreciate your support. We got Paraguy at Paraguy82. Thanks for joining us, Paraguy. We really appreciate it, and hopefully you'll be parachuting, no pun intended, into this video. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the pack. The Metal Redneck at Panther Outlaw 21. Thanks for joining us, Metal Redneck. Hopefully you got some redneck metal songs for us. We like it. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to the pack. Let's see here. Let's see. We got Mass Hypnosis at Long Squat. At Long Squat. What does that mean? That's what I mean. Some of you guys with your handles and your names on X are fucking, you're out of your minds. You guys are nuts. I love it though. Thanks for joining us, Mass Hypnosis. We really appreciate your support as well. Let's see here. We got Tracy Lee at Bobette 20898402. Jesus, that's a lot of numbers. Thanks for joining us, Tracy Lee. We really appreciate the follow, and welcome to the Wolf Pack. All right, who else we got here? We got Jess Z at J Zingler 41. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Zingler. Uh, Thanks for joining us, Jess. We really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome one, welcome all. All right, we got Sally Stodgehill at Stodgehill Sally. Thanks for joining us, Sally. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate all of your guys' supporties. We appreciate it. We really do. Like you guys, all our followers, all our subscribers, everybody that talks to us, responds to all our posts, watch our show. We wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank you so much. We got Elizabeth at Carlene310. Thanks for joining us, Elizabeth. We appreciate your support. Oh boy, we'll do like a couple more, I suppose. I'm scrolling through some of these. Some of these are bots. Gotta love that we're getting followed by bots, I suppose. Here we go. Here's a good one. Veteran Joe at Veteran Joe Ellis. Thanks for joining us, Veteran Joe, and thank you for your service. We really appreciate your support as well. We got Ron Dart at BSB Ron Dart. Thank you for joining us, Ron Dart. We really appreciate the support. Let's see here. We got Darren at Darren X Eats. X Eats? I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry, Darren, but welcome to the Wolf Pack. We appreciate it. We appreciate your follow. Oh boy, I'm scrolling. All right. Kim at Kim 94206996. Wow, that's a lot of numbers as well. Thanks for joining us, Kim. We really appreciate your support. And we'll do one more here. Dan at KSMaga87. Thanks for joining us, Dan. We appreciate it, and welcome to the Wolf Pack. All right, that's enough of that now. But yeah, thanks guys for all the follows. We really do appreciate it. Like we're very grateful for all the support we get. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. So, on to the news, my friends. On to the news. Well, my friends, a trans terror cell seems to be on the rise in the New England area of the US as just this last weekend, another attack on Border Patrol agents took place in New Hampshire. And the reason why I kind of found this story so interesting is its possible connection to a shooting that took place in Vermont last year on Inauguration Day. This terror cell that's kind of that we've kind of been finding some connections to in these two stories is it's being called the Ziz or the Zizian cult. You guys may have heard of it, but this cult was started by an individual by the name of Jack Lasoda. This particular cult has been at the center or at least has been connected to many terror attacks in violent assaults around the US in the past like year or so. So let's go ahead and take a look. I got a couple articles to look at here, so bear with me. If I can get all these ads out of my face here. Okay, here we go. We got this from the Post Millennial. Suspect in New Hampshire shooting ambush on Border Patrol agent revealed to be trans non-binary. The trans non-binary suspect accused of shooting a U.S. Border Patrol agent in New Hampshire on Sunday has been charged with attempted murder and assault of a federal officer. This person that calls themselves Blue Zeke Dolly, I don't know. 26 of Manchester, previously known as Cullen Zeke Dolly, reportedly pulled a vehicle up to a closed gate at the U.S.-Canadian Pittsburgh port of entry and fired gunshots at a Border Patrol agent when approached. Dolly sustained injuries during the attack when the Border Patrol agent returned gunfire, striking the defendant in an act of self-defense. Each charge carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. So don't do this, guys. Why? I just don't like. What do you think is going to happen? I don't know. It's really hard to tell anymore these days. Like, are these people just trying to, self delete by cop, or are they actually thinking that they're going to be able to get away with this somehow? It just seems like these attacks are so asinine. It's like, if you guys are gonna fucking like really actually do something, it seems like these particular attacks is a really weird way of doing it. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to wrap my mind around crazy, which I don't think I can do. So let's read on. According to the U.S. Attorney, Aaron Cregan, authorities suspect that Dolly self-identifies as transgender or non-binary. Dolly previously possessed a Massachusetts driver's license that was denominated, is that a word? Denominated to be male, and now has a New Hampshire's driver's license which is denominated to be female. Whatever, weirdos. The attorney told local news, court documents obtained by the outlet reportedly show that Dolly was granted a name change in 2024, requesting the change to reflect his non-binary fucking stupid retard identity. Yes, retard. This is retard shit. You're mentally fucking stupid. All right. At around 11:30 p.m. on February 21st, the Border Patrol agent encountered Dolly while on patrol in Stewartson, a town roughly 13 miles from Pittsburgh, according to the FBI affidavit. He initiated a traffic stop, and Dolly provided his driver's license. The defendant then drove away, and the Border Patrol agent, followed from a distance. So, like, why would you let yourself, like, be pulled over? You give them your driver's license, and you go, skirt! Like, what the fuck is with these people, man? Oh, I don't know. I often am trying to, like, put myself in these people's shoes, and I'm trying to just, like I said, trying to wrap my mind around crazy, but I have a hard time doing that. I'm pretty like got some loose screws up here too, but I don't know. I can't identify with this crazy bullshit. Oh, let's see here. He followed him from a distance. Shortly after midnight, Dolly drove his vehicle to the Pittsburgh port of entry located in New Hampshire and pulled up to a closed and locked gate. The same Border Patrol agent activated his emergency lights, exited his vehicle. Like, was he trying to, like, pass through the border? Was he trying to escape America? Like, what the fuck was going on here? He activated his emergency lights, exited the vehicle, and approached Dolly. As he approached, Dolly pulled out a handgun, fired shots at the agents, and attempted to flee. Dolly remained in his vehicle during the incident. Court documents state the Border Patrol agent returned fire with his service weapon, striking. Sorry, guys, I can't read. It's late. I can't read today. It's late. I'm tired. I can't read when I'm tired. Striking Dolly, who crashed his vehicle into a snowbank near the port of entry. After being hit, the extent of Dolly's injuries is not yet known. Dolly, who was the sole occupant in the vehicle, was transferred to a local hospital and continues receiving medical care while under guard, obviously. The Border Patrol agent survived the attempted killing and sustained no injuries. Thank goodness, authorities said. Authorities recovered a Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun. Interesting. And assorted ammunition from Dolly's vehicle, according to the affidavit. Cregan said investigators have been interviewing people associated with the defendant to find a possible motive for the attack. Yeah, this just seems like a really weird situation. It's always a weird situation with these fucking people, these fucking crazies, man. We're still investigating everything about this individual, including potential motivation and what could have prompted them to be in the border area at that time of night. And what would have caused them to fire at a Border Patrol agent executing routine duties, said Cregan. Now, I wonder, is this like, looking at this? I don't know. Is this like an attack? Was this him trying to attempt something weird? We don't really know yet. This happened Sunday, so you'd think there'd be more information on what happened here, but it's not, it's widely not being investigated. That's kind of another reason why I wanted to kind of talk about this story here. I'll give a shout out to Jeremy Hamley of the Cornering. He seems to be the only one really covering this, and obviously at the Post Millennial they're covering this, but I'm not really seeing a lot of legacy media. Surprise, surprise. Fucking mainstream media doesn't report on any of this shit. It's fucking insane. Like, we got a tax on federal agents that's no longer newsworthy, apparently. It's just become so normalized that it's no longer newsworthy. But here we are at Wolfpack, we're talking about it, so fuck them. Let's see here. Da da da. He Border Patrol agent was executing routine duties. Said Cregan, the Department of Justice said that the Federal Bureau of Investigation has taken the lead on this case. The investigation remains ongoing. The Pittsburgh port of entry is the sole border crossing in the state of New Hampshire, which is sharing with the Canadian province of Quebec. The small rural town borders Maine and Vermont. And that's really all. Really, that's all we got, man. I'm so tired of these news articles where there's like no information. It did break down like what happened pretty good, but no information on this guy, no information on what the hell he was doing. But we've had reports going around on X that is connecting, that is kind of connecting this story to this, like I was talking about earlier, this attack in Vermont that happened not too long ago. So let's go ahead and look at that story, and maybe we can make some comparisons here. If it'll load. It's coming. Thanks, guys. Sorry for everything taking so long here. Oh, I'm tired. It's a long day. I'm tired. It's hard to do these. I always have to do these stupid videos at night because I'm always busy during the day, but here we go. Here we are. So this is a story from last year, actually, but it kind of pertains to what was happening here with this news story. Let's go ahead and look. This is from the Post Millennial as well. Andy No reports trans terror. Trans duo revealed as suspects in killing of a Vermont Border Patrol officer. So, unfortunately, in this story, a Border Patrol agent was killed in this situation, but I don't know. I'm just trying to find there's a lot of people that are speculating this. This isn't me necessarily, but there's a lot of other commentators out there that are speculating that these two stories, and Andy No, the one that wrote this piece, is one of them. By the way, shout out to Andy No. He's like one of my favorite reporters, to be really honest. He writes these really amazing pieces. So go check him out on X. Da 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 da. Da, da, da. I already read the title. Okay. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm a tired one today. On Inauguration Day, the shocking news that a U.S. Border Patrol officer had been shot dead near the Canadian border in Vermont in an incident involving a now deceased foreign national was overshadowed by coverage of Donald Trump's events in the nation's capital, obviously. This was Inauguration Day of last year. 1 week later, a 21-year-old Washington woman was charged over the deadly incident, but little has been reported about her and her deceased accomplice, a German man. Yeah, this is why people, I think this is one of the reasons why people have kind of been comparing these two stories, because it's another one that just seems like it's being brushed under the rug of news. At least of mainstream news. The Post Millennial can report that the mysterious duo who were pulled over in Coventry, Vermont, I think that's how you pronounce that, Coventry, Vermont, in the deadly shootout are leftist trans militants with alleged ties to a trans terror cell. Around a week before the January 20th attack, federal law enforcement had been surveilling German man Felix Ophelia. What a stupid middle name, Ophelia. That's a girl's name. Felix Ophelia Buckholt, and Seattle woman Teresa Milo Consuelo Youngbolt. Wow, you people have a lot of fucking names. Yeah, this is what fucking gets confusing with some of these weirdo trans people. It's like, okay, guys, you got okay, change your name, but like let's make it like just two names. Like we don't need like a million names in one name. God, that would get confusing for me. After staff at a Lyndonville, Vermont motel reported seeing them with black tactical clothing, weapons, and protective militia style equipment. Wow, that's really wow. This is weird, man. This weird ass shit. What is with these weirdos, man? Oh, we're scrolling down. When law enforcement contacted them, they claimed to be looking to purchase property in the area. They promptly checked out of the motel afterward on January 14th. Buckholt was a biological male who identified as trans and used feminine pronouns. Whatever. He was an award-winning youth math genius who later graduated from the University of Waterloo in Ontario, Canada. German media reports that he comes from the Freiburg area. Wow, I should pull up some of these pictures of these weirdos because they are some weird looking motherfuckers. This guy looks like he's got 3 boobs. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird picture, but yeah, whatever. Weird ass shit. Around 2021. He was hired as a quantitative trader at Tower Research Capital in New York. He lived in New Jersey. It is believed Buckholt was in the U.S. on an HB1 or an H1B visa. The DOJ alleges he was armed in the car and tried to aim his firearm before being shot dead. Youngbolt, who is accused of firing the surprise shots that killed Air Force veteran and Border Patrol agent David Molland, was injured by returning fire. She is a biological female who identifies as a dude and lists her neo pronouns as. Nah, I'm not reading that on social media. We don't care about your stupid fucking whatever pronouns. It's stupid. She was a University of Washington student. Youngbolt's family had reported her missing to Seattle police in May 2024. So she was missing for like a year. Jesus. Her family said she was in a controlling relationship and cut off contact. Gee, I'm so surprised by this fucking asinine behavior by psychopaths. I'm so fucking look at the shock on my face. I'm so fucking shocked. Her family said she did blah, blah, blah. I already read that. According to the police report, Youngbolt filed a marriage application with a man named Maximilian Zinder. What the fuck? Oh my god, so much weird going on here in November of 2024, though it doesn't appear they actually followed through according to the public records. Guys, shelter your children. At this point, I used to think that kids that were sheltered were weird, but it's like, the kids that aren't sheltered are actually the fucking weirdos on this planet. Like, if you have children, shelter them. Keep them sheltered from all of this weirdo shit, because this shit, I don't know. I don't know what else you do. Like, I mean, let me know down in the comments. You guys think that there's like correlations to this weird ass trans shit and obvious mental illness? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. God, this whole story is just way too weird for me. It's weird. This is weird. You people got weird ass fucked up lives, man. I like, just when I think I'm like, dude, I had a pretty messed up upbringing, pretty messed up teen years, pretty messed up early 20s, and then I read stories like this and I'm like, actually it was kind of normal. You know what? Actually, I might be normal compared to these weirdos with the like what are you doing? Like your family reported you missing, you're in some controlling relationship, you're a chick that thinks you're a dude. You file for a marriage certificate with some dude named Maximilian. Like, what the fuck is going on in your life? And then you end up being found after like killing a federal agent. Like, Jesus, I thought I had a weird life, but you guys, like these fucking people, they beat me hands down. Like, you win the weird crazy life contest. Okay, if we're gonna make this a contest of who has the weirdest life, you guys, like these fucking people, they win. They fucking win. How much you want to bet that this lady uh was completely normal person, then went to college? I'm gonna bet it. I'm gonna put my bottom dollar on it. I always do, and I always end up being right somehow. It's always the go to college normal, and you come out a fucking crazy person. I don't know what the hell. I've never been to college, so I don't know what happens behind the walls of these colleges that makes people mentally fucking insane. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and read on here. We're running out of time and I'm getting way off topic. Court filings by prosecutors say Young Bolt was estranged from her family and traveled internationally in 2022, 2023, and 2024. Her social media account on Blue Sky. Oh, God. Blue Sky. Why does that not surprise me? Shows that she followed Antifa and far left accounts. Nah, none of this is surprising me. Can you see the shock? While receiving inpatient medical care at Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center in New Hampshire, Young Bolt was charged with one count of using a deadly weapon while assaulting a Border Patrol agent and one count of using and discharging a firearm during the assault. I did not think it was likely Ophelia would be involved in direct violence. She was not aggressive, and I didn't know about her having weapons, Jessica Taylor, a friend of Buckle, says. Taylor, a 32-year-old trans woman in Berkeley, California, these fucking people, has met Buckholt repeatedly over the years and was the first person to confirm his identity. So, as Ophelia Buckholt was known online among trans networks in the artificial intelligence fields. Okay. I'm confused about who we're talking about anymore because of the names and the he, her, shim, he, fucking whatever. Fucking, I feel like sometimes these people make it on purpose. Like, I'm going to be trans so that when I commit these crazy crimes, it's really confusing for the news to report on it. I'm already confused about who we're talking about here. They may have been radicalized by some person or group, Taylor speculates. Taylor showed TPM, showed the post-millennial written communications Taylor had with Buckle in 2022, where he discussed being in contact with members of the Ziz group. There we go. Zizians. Read up on that if you haven't. That shit like is some crazy weirdo shit. The group was or is a California Bay area-based violent trans commune centered around a cult of personality leader Ziz, whose real name is Zach Lasota. Yeah, I've read up a little bit on this Zizian cult. I'm gonna be doing a really long form, comprehensive investigation into some of these weird like online cults and what's going on with their like, I guess the combination of an online cult and the trans cults, and because there's some weird shit, there's some weirdo shit going on online, and I really want to do a whole like, I don't know, maybe documentary style comprehensive episode where I talk about this. I am working on it, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when it's going to come out, when I'm going to be able to do it, because it's a lot. I'm going through lots of weirdo shit online trying to kind of put together this story for you. So stay tuned for that, guys, as I read more of this. Young Bolt associations with other individuals suspected of violent acts also warrants caution, a prosecutor wrote in a court filing on January 27th. The individual who purchased the firearms, the defendant, and Buckholt possessed. Who wrote? Andy, no, you need to write this better. Buckholt, possessed on January 20th, 2025, is a person of interest in a dual homicide investigation in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Yeah, dude, these people are fucking nuts, dude. Like, everybody involved in this thing, of course, is just crazy out of their minds. And I'm really interested in seeing, maybe I should have looked more into this, but because a lot of people are connecting the Zizian cult thing to the first story that I was talking about to you guys at the beginning here, and connections to the same people that are in this story. So I'm really interested in, maybe we'll do another video on it later so we can kind of connect these dots together. Oh, alleged members of the Ziz group are under investigation for a double homicide of an elderly couple in January 2022 in Pennsylvania, and the murder of an 82-year-old in Valho. I don't know how to pronounce. Someplace in California. The court filing strongly suggests Young Bolt and Buckholt were in contact with that group. A lot of killing of old people. Like, what the fuck? The double homicide of an elderly couple, and then another murder of an 82-year-old. Like, what the fuck? What you guys got against oldies? Like, what the fuck, man? Why are we killing the elderly? Jesus, what a weird ass cult. We kill old people. We're trans and we kill old people. What the fuck? Oh my god, what is going on the internet today, man? You know, I remember, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but I remember the days where we used to use the internet to, like, play video games and watch YouTube videos, mostly music videos. You guys remember those days? Now we're like, trans, murder, elderly, murder, cult people. Like, what the fuck? What is going on? Like, what happened between the millennial generation and Gen Z? Because I don't know. I mean, these guys, I don't know how old these people are. I'm assuming they're younger than me. Maybe I should go back and look here. I'm assuming they're younger than me. Because us millennials, we're yeah, 21-year-old, yeah. Yeah, looks like a 21-year-old. Yeah, so I'd say that's like Gen Z. But then we got this other person that was with them, 32 years old. That's like close to my age. So I don't know. It's literally I blame millennials. I blame my generation. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck this turned into. I don't know what my generation turned into. But then it's like something happened in between millennials and Gen Z. And I honestly couldn't tell you, man. Like, I was pretty nuts when I was younger. But, like, nuts for me was like, I don't know, me and my friends would steal alcohol from the local Walmart to have a party. We'd skip school, or I don't know, we smoked a little weed or drank a little too much. We'd meet up at the park and drink bottles of liquor. I don't know. That was crazy to us. I don't know about all this other shit. I remember when, like, goth and emo was like a big thing. So we dressed weird. But you know, we I don't know, like this shit is too much. This shit's too much. I got into some trouble when I was younger, but it was mostly pot and alcohol and underage smoking. Like underage smoking cigarettes. Skipping school a lot got me in a lot of trouble, but like it's not like we're going out like we're gonna fucking be militants and we're gonna chop our peepees off. Like I don't know. I honestly I really would like to study the psychology of uh older millennials and like maybe older Gen Z, because it's somewhere around there. Like I don't know. It's somewhere in there, somewhere between when I was in high school and when Gen Z is in high school, somewhere in that time frame. Like I don't know, did we enter a different universe? It was Harambe. It was when Harambe died. I'm sticking with that. Anyway, guys, I kind of have gone over time here. I'd like to read the rest of this, but you guys can go kind of check it out. It's a really long article, so I there was no way I was going to get through the whole thing anyway. But so we'll kind of leave it there for you guys because we're running out of time. We went way over our allotted time on this one, but yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. What do you guys think about all this? Like, what do you think about the Zizians and these weird kind of online-y cults? And its relation to like trans stuff and these some of these shootings and violent crimes we've been seeing coming from these people. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Anyway, let you go. We'll go ahead and let you go there, guys. Wow, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like gaffing today a lot. I'm tired. But I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have a great weekend. We'll be hopefully you guys will be hearing from us tomorrow. We're gonna do another pop culture wolf with Rage Bard. So look forward to that. But until then, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show. You can follow us on X and Facebook and all the other places at Wolfpack Media 92, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.